Welcome back to my channel. My name is Yuvraj Shukla, and today we are going to be starting with the subject commerce. So, under commerce, we will be doing the fundamental concept of cost, but in a different manner. So, I have something new for you all today in this video, okay? And I would like to thank Arnav Rane, Prithvi Shetty, Aaron Menzel, Abigail Menzel, Smith Gupte, Parth Joshi, Prajwal Shetty, Bhargav Matre, and Janvi Purohit for their contributions in this video. Thank you. And as promised, I will be answering the informative question I has asked in the last video. Okay, so the question was that who suggested primary education, like the primary education should be free and compulsory. So it was Gopal Krishna Gokhale. Okay, so in 1910, Shri Gopal Krishna Gokhale, a member of the Imperial Legislative Council, moved a resolution in the council urging the government to make primary education free and compulsory for the age group of 6 to 10 years, okay, throughout the country. So this is the answer of the informative question. I hope you all are clear with it. Now let's move ahead. So basically this video is all about quiz and games, okay? So we are going to be doing this chapter. We are going to be learning the fundamental concepts of cost in a quiz manner, okay? Let's start with the quiz. So elements of cost. Okay, so first let's see what is cost. The term cost generally means the amount of expenditure incurred on or attributable to a given thing. Interpretation depends upon the nature of the business or industry and the context in which it is used. Okay. The selling and distribution expenses are quite nominal. The cost of the product may be determined without taking into an account the selling and distribution overheads. Okay, we will have to remember this point that in a business where the selling and distribution expenses are quite nominal. Okay, so the selling and distribution expenses are nominal and the cost of the product may be determined. Okay, so the cost of the product where the selling and distribution expenses are nominal may be determined, but without taking into account the selling and distribution overheads. Okay. Now the second point is that in a like on the other hand, in a business or industry where selling and distribution expenses are very high. Okay, so in the first point, uh, the selling and distribution expenses were nominal, but in the second, on the other hand, in the second point we see that are very high, the selling and distribution expenses. So cost cannot be calculated accurately without considering selling and distribution overheads. Okay, so if the selling and distribution expenses are nominal, then we don't need to consider the selling and distribution overheads. But if the selling and distribution expenses are very high, then we need to consider the selling and distribution overhead to calculate the cost. Okay. So this is the concept of cost. This is the basic concept of cost. Now the elements of cost. Okay. So let's continue with the question. So elements of cost, any two: materials, labor, fixed, variable, uncontrollable, and semi-variable. So elements of cost. So answer will be the first one, materials and labor. Okay. And if possible, you can answer in the comment section as well. Let's see who answers most of the questions correctly. Okay. So let me give you the explanation for this answer. So materials, the substance from which a product is made is known as material. It may be in raw form, raw or manufactured state. Okay. So material can be direct as well as indirect. So there are basically four broad elements of cost. First, materials, then labor. I hope we are clear with materials, not labor. So labor means the human effort required for converting materials into finished goods. Okay, so human efforts required to convert material into finished goods. So by material, we mean by the manufactured products or raw materials. So raw materials basically are converted to manufactured products with the help of human efforts or labor. Okay. Now next, expenses. So expenses may be direct or indirect. The last and the fourth one is the overheads. Okay, so the term overhead includes indirect material, indirect labor, and indirect expense. In other words, all indirect costs are overheads. These may be incurred in the factory or office or on selling and distribution. Okay, so what we have seen in under overheads, that these may be incurred in the factory or office or on selling and distribution. So there are basically three types of overheads: factory overheads, office and administrative overheads, and the last one, selling and distribution overheads. Okay, I hope we are clear with the elements of cost. Let's move on to the next question. Factory overheads include indirect materials such as lubricants, oil, etc., insurance, lighting. Okay, let me explain factory overheads and then we can move. So these include basically indirect material used in the factory, such as lubricants, oil, consumables, stores, etc. Indirect labor, such as gatekeeper's salary. Indirect expense, such as factory rent, factory insurance, factory lighting, etc. Okay, so the factory overheads includes all the indirect material, labor, and expenses. Under material, we see the lubricant, oil, consumable, stores. Okay, and under labor, we see gatekeeper salary, timekeeper salary. Under indirect expense, we see factory rent, factory insurance, and etc. Okay, so now we know the answer for this question. It's indirect material, the first option, such as lubricants, oil, etc. Okay, because overheads are basically the indirect, like there are they include indirect material, indirect labor, and expenses. Okay, indirect cost basically. So I think I hope you are clear with the factory overheads as well. Now let's move on to the office and administrative overheads. So under office and administrative overheads, we have the same again: indirect material, labor, and expenses. Under material, we are having printing and stationery material. Then under labor, we are having office manager, office accountant. Under expenses, we are having rent, insurance. The same goes for selling and distribution. So under materials, we are having packing material, printing and stationery material. Under labor, we are having salaries of sales managers and salesmen. Under expense, we are having again the rent, insurance, and advertising expenses. Okay, so I hope we are clear with the concept of cost, the elements of cost. Let me repeat. Do let me know the answers of the questions in the comment section. Let's see who answers most of the most of the questions correctly. Okay, now let's move on to the classification of cost. So we will be seeing a classification of cost mainly of two types, like on the basis of nature and on the basis of behavior. On the under basis of nature, we are having direct and indirect cost. On the basis of behavior, we are having variable, fixed, and semi-variable cost. Okay, now let's see the question. Direct cost include. So let me tell you what do we mean by direct cost first. So directly or easily traceable to a product, service, or a job are known as direct costs. Okay. Let me repeat. Material, labor, and other expenses which are directly or easily traceable to a product, service, or job are known as direct cost. These costs have a direct relationship with the product, process, or department of the firm. So this is a direct cost. So of course, like for sure, we will be having direct material, direct labor, and direct expenses under it. Okay. So under direct material, we will be having all materials which becomes an integral part of the finished product, then conveniently assigned to a specific physical units of finished product. Okay. Direct labor, which takes an active and direct part in the production of a particular commodity. Now, direct expenses. These are the expenses which can be directly, conveniently, and wholly allocated to specific cost center or cost units. Okay, I hope we are clear with the direct cost. So let's answer this question. First option, sugarcane in a sugar mill. Second option, glue and polish used to make furniture. And the answer is sugarcane in sugar mill, because that is something we are getting directly. So it's a direct product. Okay. In a sugar meal, we see that the raw material sugar cane. Okay, I hope I don't need to explain it again and again. And the quiz is fun. I hope. Do let me know in the comment section this as well. That was this quiz fun or not? Like, was this idea a great one or not? Okay, I hope you are clear with the direct cost part as well. Now let's move on to the next one. See the classification of cost. Okay, I have told you about the classification of cost which we will be doing. So I hope you can answer this question very well. Fixed cost, variable cost, semi-variable cost, uncontrollable cost. So the answer is fixed cost and variable cost. We are not having uncontrollable cost. Okay. We are having the semi-variable cost also in a portion, but the thing is that option is incorrect because of the second word, okay, which is the uncontrollable cost. So we are not having that. We have the fixed and the variable cost. So this is the classification of cost if you get such kind of questions, okay. Let's move ahead. Which costs are recorded in books of accounts? First one, acquisition cost. Second, fixed cost. Third, variable cost. Let me repeat: acquisition cost, fixed cost, variable cost. And the answer is acquisition cost. So acquisition cost is a type of cost which is recorded in the books of accounts. Okay. If you need any explanation on the acquisition cost, do let me know in the comment section. I will make a short video on that as well. This video might be a bit lengthy, so you may take a break in between. You may take a break in between, but the thing is, the flow should be on and on. There should be a continuity. So I'm completing this chapter in this video itself. Okay. Now let's move ahead. Which cost is activity based? Okay. Fixed cost, semi-variable cost. Okay. Let me explain you indirect cost and the other types as well. Indirect cost refers to the expenses incurred on those items which are not directly chargeable to the production. Okay. I hope we are clear with indirect material, indirect labor, and indirect expenses. We have done it in the explanation of overheads. Let me repeat the meaning of indirect costs. So it basically refers to the expenses incurred on those items which are not directly chargeable to a production. Okay, so salaries of timekeepers, storekeepers, foremen are examples of indirect costs. Okay. Now we move on to the fixed and variable cost. So fixed cost means the cost which do not vary or which remain constant within a given period of time and range of activity in spite of fluctuations in output. Okay, let me repeat that these costs do not vary or which remain constant basically within a given period of time and range of activity in spite of fluctuations in output. Okay. Variable costs are the costs which vary directly in proportions to changes in the volume of output. Okay, now semi-variable costs. So certain costs which do not vary proportionately but do not remain constant with changes in the volume of output are called as semi-variable cost. I hope we are clear with all three cost types. So basically we are done with the classification of the cost as well. Okay, I hope you can answer this question very well. So the answer for this is variable cost. Okay. Now, right now we have done the explanation of the variable cost. So basically variable costs are those costs which vary directly in the proportion to changes in the volume of output. Cost of direct material, direct labor, power, etc. are examples of variable costs. Okay. This is basically activity based. The variable costs are activity based. Okay. Let's move ahead with the next question. What is true about direct cost? Easily traceable to a service, product, or job. Hard to trace to a product, service, or job. The answer is option one. We have done in the explanation, so we have seen the explanation of it. So under direct cost, we see direct material, direct labor, and direct expenses. So the product and job, the mentioning the explanation is given and explained very well. Okay. So if you have any doubt, you can rewind the video and check it out again. Okay. Next question. Basis of fixed cost. Okay. These costs are time based. These costs are activity based. So option one, because activity based costs are the variable cost. So the fixed costs are time based, and fixed cost and under the explanation of fixed cost, we have seen that it remains constant with a given period of time and range of activity in spite of fluctuations. Okay, so the given period of time, that point is highlighted over here. So we should be remembering these points, certain points under the explanation, which will be helpful for us, like it will be benefiting in future. Okay, the next one. These costs are linked to a particular product, process, or department. Okay, let me repeat this question. These costs are linked to a particular product, process, or department. Indirect cost, direct cost, and the correct option is direct cost. Okay, so a particular product, process, or department. So under the explanation of direct material expenses and direct labor, I had discussed about this part also, that uh, particular product, process, or department. So the link between that. Okay, so we are done with this chapter. On a short note, we are done with the chapter with a very nice explanation, very nice discussion, and very nice quiz. So let's do a quick revision on what we did today. So we today discussed about the concept of the cost, the 2 points mainly, then the elements of cost, the 4 points. Under overheads, we have seen the three types: factory, office and administrative, and selling and distribution overhead. Okay, then we have moved on to the classification of the cost. So on the basis of behavior and on the basis of uh, nature. Okay, so direct cost, indirect cost, variable, fixed, semi-variable. So basically, we have done five types of cost as well. Okay, under that as well, we have done with the, like, we are done with the direct labor, direct material, direct expenses, and same indirect material, indirect expenses, and indirect labor. Okay, so we are done with all the points to be covered as per the ICSE portion. The portion sheet link is given in the description box. Again, I repeat that the answer for the informative question. So it was Gopal Krishna Gokhale in 1920. He raised a resolution to the government for free and compulsory education for children up from from the age 6 to 10 years. Okay, in 1910. So with this, we are done with all topics to be covered in today's session. If you have any doubt, do let me know in the comment section. Again thank all my friends who have contributed in this video, and the next video will be coming soon. Okay, do let me know in the comment section on what topic do you need the next video. I will surely make on that as well. And if you have any doubt related to acquisition cost, do let me know again in the comment section. I will let you know about it as well. Okay, and let's see who wins, like who scores the most. Okay, in the quiz. Okay, bye. Thank you, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Okay, bye bye.